So as you can see, this video is kind of different from the rest of the videos in the series, primarily because the game I'm playing on screen, which I'm not playing right now as you can see, and it's not a Pokemon game. I still haven't decided what gameplay I want to put over this video, but it's not going to be Pokemon, and I should probably explain that why the video titled Pokemon Shield Nuzlocke episode 26 does not have Pokemon Shield, and that reason is because I accidentally deleted episode 26 and episode 27 for the Shield Nuzlocke, and that was a big mistake on my part. I wanted to make sure I could record more Shield and other Switch gameplay on my capture card for you guys, and to do that I deleted a bunch of video files that would create more storage on my computer and my capture card, and I accidentally deleted the video files that I still hadn't edited, thinking they were the video files of stuff I had already edited, and I can't get those back because I don't have the proper equipment, or I haven't paid for the proper equipment that will like go deep into my computer files and bring stuff I deleted back. But I just wanted to tell you guys what happened in those two episodes, so you're not confused when episode 27 comes out, which by the time you're watching this it will be next week. I know this video is going up the week that I'm recording this, but I don't know what day of the week that will be, so just stay tuned for that. But what happened in the original episode 26 and the original episode 27. So if you guys watched episode 25, you remember at the end of the episode we left off about to battle Oleana, and that battle actually went pretty well. Didn't give us trouble at all. If I recall, no one was, there was probably a couple sticky situations that we had to find ourselves out of, but overall it was a pretty easy battle, especially for a late game. It was pretty easy, so that was a simple battle to get through, but we made it back to the Pokemon League and battled Bede, and that's where the trouble settled in. Bede's whole team, well, before, is psychic types primarily. Psychic types primarily, but later on in the game he becomes a fairy type gym leader after getting kicked out of the league by German Rose, and so they're psychic fairy types primarily. Easy Pokemon to beat if you have the right Pokemon, and as you guys may know, psychic types are weak to bug types. That's a well-known fact. So I decided to use Here, Frostmoth, and I cherished he because it was very hard, took a very long time to evolve, had a few episodes with it as a Snom, very excited to get it to finally evolve, but unfortunately, the Gigantamax, you know what I'm trying to say, his Gigantamax Pokemon, I'm embarrassed that I forget what the final evolution of that Pokemon line is, but his Gigantamax Pokemon surprisingly had Max Flare. So Frostmoth is 4 times weak to fire because it is a bug ice type, 2 types that are well known being weak to fire, and unfortunately that caused T to meet her end. So positives, we don't have to call a Pokemon that's female he anymore, confusing everybody, but tons of negatives. He was a very important Pokemon on the team, and I was very glad to have he on the team, so it was very sad. If the episode was still going up, you would have heard anger. I still am pretty angry about it. I exclaimed that it was probably the worst death and probably the most bogus way of losing a Pokemon in the whole series, and you might think, oh, I just thought that in the moment because I was pretty angry, but I still think that that a Pokemon that I thought I could beat so easily, because it was weak to the Pokemon I had basically been using the whole battle, had a move that you wouldn't think for it to learn that was 4 times effective. So unfortunately we lost He. But that's all I have for deaths. That's the only death that happened. So with the important part out of the way, we did beat Bede, obviously, you know, because we only had 1 death. That's where episode 26 ended off, so that was pretty simple. Not much happened there, except for, you know, the death. Episode 27, we rebattled the first 2 gym leaders in the league, and those 2 gym leaders were Nessa and Alistair, that's his name. Nessa didn't have me worried at all, you know. Pretty easy to beat because, you know, she's the 2nd gym leader, so you'd expect her to be easy even later in the game when her Pokemon get stronger as yours did. Water types they have plenty of weaknesses. You probably would think, oh, finally he has a chance to use Phillip, but surprisingly I didn't use Phillip as much as I would have wanted to with him being grass type. We're still struggling to find Phillip's place in battle, but Nessa was pretty easy to beat, and I don't recall ever being in a situation that made me nervous. I really wish I had the opportunity to view those videos again before I accidentally deleted them, so I knew or remembered exactly what happened in those videos. But I do recall that Nessa was fairly simple and very quick to beat, just like her actual gym battle was. If you recall, when I did battle Nessa originally, that was when I forgot to plug in my mic all the way into my capture card. So full circle again, we haven't had a single episode with Nessa in it that didn't have an issue, but which I find pretty ironic. But other than that, Nessa was fairly easy to beat for a fairly easy gym leader. She does give us a hard time with recording issues, but fine. Besides that, Alistair had me worried again because, you know, his Gigantamax Gengar, which had me worried when we actually battled Alistair's gym, because Gigantamax Gengar can be pretty scary, especially if the only Pokemon that you have that is weak to his Gigantamax Pokemon is also weak to his Gigantamax Pokemon, because Ghost is one of 2 typings that is its own weakness. So we only had Carry, and this time it was scarier because our Pokemon that new Dark type moves, Bruno, our Boltund, had died in episode. I don't remember what episode it was. You know, when we battled Piers, we lost Bruno to Piers because of a aftermath situation, but we did pull through because I completely forgot that I taught Shadow Ball to Trix, our starter, and Trix ended up being the star of the show for that battle. So fortunately we did pull out in one piece at the end of that battle, and so there would be more to talk about if this wasn't a league. I mean, basically what happens in league episodes is what you'd expect, just league battles. I did say earlier that I was most likely only going to do 2 battles per video, because with the other dialogue that happens and other gameplay stuff, there's only really time for 2 battles, and that's exactly what happened. We had 2 battles in the original episode 26 with Oleana, even though she's not part of the league. With the dialogue with Chairman Rose and Leon, that took us all junk out of the episode, but you guys didn't miss much. But I really wanted to make sure that I put this video out there because he did die. There was a death. If there wasn't a death, I don't think it would be as important to make this video. I'd probably just explain in the next episode that's an actual episode what happened with the recordings, and you'd be like, oh, we just missed Bede, Oleana, Nessa, and Alistair, and there was no deaths, so what should we have to worry about? But since, you know, there was something to worry about, a death, I just wanted to make sure I put out a video explaining just how everything went down. The last time that this happened where I accidentally deleted recordings or something happened like that was when I did the very short-lived Fire Red randomizer Nuzlocke that I did right before I was on hiatus. And in that situation, I posted a thread on Twitter of what happened with like images of the recording, because I did have the recording. I didn't delete the recording. There was just no mic quality or game sound or anything like that. It was completely silent. So I just took screenshots from the recording and put them on Twitter. But not all of my viewers follow me on Twitter. I know I have some family that watches my videos, so I'm not gonna force people to, you know, go to Twitter to see what happened. I think it's better to put it on YouTube where everybody can see what happened without having to go to another website to figure out what happened. But the rest of the league should go pretty well. I'm guessing there's probably going to be about 2 to 3 more episodes left. The reason I say 2 to 3 instead of just 2 is because, of course, there's the stuff with Chairman Rose revealing what his plan was, and Eternatus and all of that. But other than that, I'm not doing the post game on camera. I know that you probably think that I would do that since I'm doing the DLC as part of the Nuzlocke, but the post game is really just battling Gigantamax Pokemon and getting Zamazenta, so I will do the post game off camera. I will have everything ready by the time that the DLC actually comes out, and hopefully it all goes over well with no issues like this. I will keep in mind every time that I'm about to delete a couple episodes, thinking that they were the episodes that were already edited, I will click on them to make sure I'm thinking of the right episodes before I just go off and delete them. So hopefully you guys are okay with this. I wouldn't be surprised if you are. You guys are usually very understanding when it comes to things like this, and I really appreciate that. I did run a poll on Twitter. Like I said, I don't expect any of you to run to Twitter, but I ran a poll on Twitter because for the Animal Crossing playthrough that I was planning on doing, you know how when you say you're going to do something and you're going to wait to do something, but when you have that something, you change your mind because of the temptation? Yeah, I was going to wait to do Animal Crossing until after the Shield Nuzlocke recordings were finished, but I got the game yesterday as of recording this, and I didn't think I could wait with, you know, the last 3 weeks of people sharing the game and having fun with it, and everyone and their mother is playing the game right now. So I couldn't wait, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. I wish you guys could see what's been going on camera, but you know, it's basically what everybody's been doing. It's not really something I'd expect some people to start watching. Like, if I was playing the game right away, I'd expect some people to see, hey, what's he doing with his island? Let's see how he compares to me, but I'm way behind compared to other people, so it's not really something I'm concerned about recording. But maybe I'll do an island recap once I get farther into the game, because as recording this, I just paid off my first home loan, the one that, you know, where you turn your tent into an actual house. But that's enough on Animal Crossing. The poll I was speaking about is what game I will be playing once a week, every Wednesday, for about 10 minutes. And the poll actually decided that I will be playing Smash Bros. Every Wednesday, so it's most likely not going to be this Wednesday, because you guys are either seeing this on Monday or you're seeing it on Friday. So if it's on Monday, most likely not going to happen. If it's on Friday, definitely not going to happen, because Wednesday would have already happened. But Smash Bros. Content coming soon, which I'm very excited about, because I have made a Smash Bros. Video in the past. And I hope you guys enjoy that when it comes out. But that's going to do it for this episode. More of like an update with the layout for Shield, playing some other game. I know the whole concept might be pretty weird to some of you guys, but I just thought it was important to give you guys this little update. So thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure you leave a like, and if you're new, I'm sorry that this is your first video that you're watching, but if you're new, make sure you subscribe. It's very much appreciated, and it's free. Make sure you ring the notification bell so you know about my future posts, and even comment. Comments are greatly appreciated too, just as much as anything else is. So, this is Inferno Men burning out, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.